I am going to show you two different ways of moving. One is energy depleting. It's going to make you feel sore the next day. The other is energy recharging, and you will never feel sore the next day. So as a fitness professional, as someone who taught exercise to music, aerobic, step, we would do these movements, and this was one of them. And let me tell you, I loved going to the gym. I spent a great deal of time lifting heavy weights. I loved it. And I actually really liked that feeling of having a workout the next day. And if you're watching this and you might resonate with that, I want to guide you to a different way. First of all, your body should never feel sore the next day, right? Unless you are an athlete and you're training in some kind of sport. But as somebody who just wants a body that moves well and feels revitalized, we need to go from fitness, looking at our fitness, to our sense of wholeness. So this is energy depleting, okay? And this movement, this little bounce, this little hop, okay, there's no effort. And when I tune into my body, that jumping off doesn't give me any soreness or strain the next day. And here's why. The old way of moving the body was based on anatomy and a body of parts, that we have muscles that are separate, that actually the musculoskeletal system is separate. And we learned exercise based on that anatomy. Now, before I go any further, I just want to emphasize that moving your body is essential. But when we approach the body as a mechanical system and we use the word exercise as if we need to strengthen this system in a particular way, we are not looking at the whole. What that means is we're not looking at your stress levels, we're not looking at what your body requires, right? And sometimes we start to look at stretching for flexibility, strength training for a particular way of using your muscles, for example. And today we have new research on our body's fascia. So I started to look at fascia just over 20 years ago. I was a fitness professional. I loved exercising. I was just obsessed. And once I started to understand fascia, and particularly how fascia is not just something that shapes our body, that makes us move our body, but it is sensory. It's like our body's sixth sense. And when we learn how to tune into our body's fascia, we can unlock our natural movement blueprints. And number one, the body in the way that I was taught to move isn't designed that way. So number one, we always looked at body alignment and correct body positioning. So I would spend a lot of time getting somebody into the correct body position and correct movement. So we're teaching someone movement. It's a voluntary way of moving. The other way today, the somatic way, I don't have to guide somebody to a particular way of moving, and neither do I have to know how to teach yoga or Pilates, which I've done before. You can tune into your body's fascia. You can bring your body into a quiet state, and this movement that arises from within your body is how the body moves to take care of itself. So the movement is from the inside out, right? And when the body needs revitalizing, when we have been holding stress or trauma patterns in our body, this is how the body moves. It's called fascial unwinding. So if I come to a rest and easeful state, it just does this spontaneously, right? And also, you'll notice that my body moves in a particular way, the spiral movement, and that informs us of the nature of our design. We're not designed to move in a linear way. So if you're practicing yoga and you on your mat in this kind of line, you're staying in that pattern, and when you're moving, you're telling the body what to do. It's called voluntary movement. And in voluntary movement, your entire information that your body is processing is different. The energetic pathways are different. Your nervous system is using your sympathetic response, your activation response. So it's depleting your energy. And so that motion of this one is energy depleting. You'll get tired very quickly, right? I could do maybe 5 of those, or, I've done burpees in the past, burpees, that one. Oh my gosh. And my body would feel tight the next day. And I think, oh my gosh. And for me, for the past, I would say maybe 15 years, just over 15 years, almost 20 years, I stopped exercising. It just didn't feel right. Once I felt this, I knew that, oh my gosh, we've been missing out on how the body is already designed to move, how it's giving me these natural patterns. Now, look, I didn't just get here. It didn't just happen. I was guided to a somatic movement practice. And the purpose of the practice was to help us understand fascia, this fabric that is just one continuous web. There are no separations. We don't have separate muscles. Muscle cells are shaped by fascia into its shape, right? Not just muscle cells, nerve cells are shaped by fascia into their shape. So there's no separation, but there is differentiation. So yes, the nervous system does its thing, muscle cells do their thing, but these cells live in this web and they self-organize, they communicate with each other, right? So we need to shift into movement in a way that takes care of the whole, that we don't feel sore the next day, especially if you have chronic fatigue and you've been told to move. I mean, the last thing you want to do is move when you have chronic fatigue, and then you're told to do gentle exercises, right? Or gentle movement or gentle yoga. But here's the thing. The body already knows how to move. We don't need to teach it how to move. And when you find those natural movement patterns, and in somatic movement, we work with those, we connect with those natural movement patterns, we come back to our original movement patterns. And sometimes what happens in this fascial unwinding process, so this intuitive process is called fascial unwinding, and all of this, what you see me or what you see my body doing right now is all it's happening from within, right? So the body is recharging, it's taking care of itself, and when this happens, oh, that feels good. And this is just, I don't have to think about, do I need to do an exercise for my arms and my neck and shoulders? There's a way of tuning into your body that allows this process to emerge. It will give you tone. It will, what it does is it allows your body to store energy. It improves your ability to absorb shock. Okay, so fascia has this property that when you move in a particular way, it energy stores and it can absorb shock, which is why when I'm doing this, there is no impact on my body. And what's so remarkable is that those movements that feel they feel effortless, it doesn't feel effortful at all, takes care of the whole. So it takes care of your nervous system. It brings your nervous system into regulation. If you are going through midlife or menopause and you're worried about osteoporosis, oh my goodness, these movements are the best. And if this is resonating with you and you're wondering, hey, where do I start? I have free sessions. You can also go to the link below. I've got a couple of free videos. You can go to movement practices on this channel, and you can also join a program. It's called In Tune, and in that program I guide you through learning how to know your whole self, learning how to befriend yourself so that you're managing your stress and anxiety levels, and you're using movement to take care of you, because this movement takes care of you as a whole.